Well, next tonight, it's set to be a by-election like no other. In less than 3 weeks, the people of Makerfield constituency in Greater Manchester will go to the polls to choose their next MP.
Yeah, 14 people are in the running. Our political correspondent, Líse McNally, has been speaking to some of the candidates.
Every by-election brings about a shift in the political landscape, but this one is set to be seismic. Andy Burnham maybe doesn't need an introduction. The Greater Manchester Mayor is the only reason this by-election is happening. The outgoing MP stepped down explicitly to give him a shot at returning to Westminster.
You can't have local elections like the ones we just had, where the public was sending a very big message and not respond to it. And this is my response.
So if you win, you'll go down to Parliament. What's the first thing you're going to do?
First thing I do is give this place, this constituency, the loudest voice that it's ever had. That's what this is about. These are amazing communities, proud communities that Westminster has just looked past.
A lot of people here have told us they are really worried about immigration. Are you going to be the kind of MP who says to the Home Office, you cannot send more asylum seekers to my constituency?
So I'm going to be the kind of MP that does say we need a much fairer approach. It cannot be right that the Home Office runs an approach to this. It's a cut price approach. Just go to the constituencies where there's the highest deprivation and the lowest cost housing, and all of the pressure then is absorbed there. That's what's been going on for a long time.
But this place has had a Labour MP for 100 years, a Labour council for 50, and you've been Labour Mayor. If there are these problems in place, shouldn't your party have done something about it by now?
We didn't change the fundamental direction of the country upon which Margaret Thatcher set us. We didn't reverse the deindustrialisation by bringing in new modern jobs, which is what we should have done. We should have built more council homes, and that would have eased the housing crisis, and we should have made the basics more affordable to people. So yeah, I've had a kind of journey, if you like, through my political life, and I can now look back and see things really clearly.
But does that journey end in Downing Street? On his campaign posters, no surname, no party. This is personality politics. But Labour's future is undoubtedly in the balance.
Graham Stringer says that if you lose this by-election, it could be an extinction moment for the party. Are you worried that he's right?
Well, I think it's the opposite, I would say. If we do nothing, that's the extinction moment. And that's why this by-election is crucial. It could be a turning point.
Doing his best to throw a spanner in Andy Burnham's plans, the Man Reform UK have billed their plucky plumber. Rob Kenyon came second here at the general election and was elected to Wigan Council just 3 weeks ago.
We've knocked on doors that haven't had a knock on the door from a politician or a political party for the past 40 years. So a lot of them people have got a lot of information, in their neck of the woods. So I'd like to tap into that information and get them good ideas.
You say you want to change Makerfield. What's the biggest thing you want to change?
In Makerfield, what I would campaign for is we've got an hospital in Wigan. It's been there around 100 years or more. It can't expand out, it can't expand up. Parking's terrible. I would like to start campaigning for a hospital for Wigan. But also we've got developments where they're trying to build on Greenbelt in Hindley. So I'd like to oppose that, campaign against that, and the 400 houses in Winstanley that would put another 1,000 cars on the road.
You talked about issues with building on Greenbelt land. A third of households here are renters. Are you fully comfortable with Reform UK's plan to repeal the Renters' Rights Act?
What's happening is it's making it tougher for landlords, so all them landlords are selling their houses, which is making the pool of rental properties smaller. So it's making it harder for renters because the rent is going up because of that reason. So I fully back Reform's policy.
But his campaign is not without controversy. One of his social media accounts was suspended, others deleted, with concerns raised about a history of sexist and homophobic comments.
One Reform UK MP said he wasn't going to defend those comments. Do you defend them?
I mean, I've made comments. I'm not perfect. I'm not a career politician. I'm a plumber, gas engineer. I would have made comments throughout my time that I wouldn't say now.
You say you're not polished, you're not perfect, but you wouldn't make those comments now. Is that because you've become more polished or because your views have changed?
Probably a combination of both, but if you're a public figure, you've got a duty to occur. You can't be saying, there's certain ththings you can't say.
So what is your message to some men who might still think it's okay to use language like that?
I don't think there's not many men these days who use such language. I mean, personally, I don't know many people who use that language, so I think I'd just cross that bridge when I came to it, and it's you know, certainly you try and get them on the right track and just say, come on, behave yourself. You know, there's not a way to speak to people if anyone did say something offensive.
The signs here may point to a two-horse race, but 14 political parties are fielding candidates and say they shouldn't be underestimated in what is undoubtedly a fierce fight.
By-elections can be pretty brutal. Your first candidate dropped out within hours. Have you found it as bad as all that?
This has been a really difficult election to be part of. I'm one of only 2 women in 14 candidates standing, but I believe that this is a time not to sit on the sidelines, but to get really engaged in politics, to fight for a future that I want to see for me and my children. A future where the very richest in society pay for the public goods that we all deserve. A future where we have a fair electoral voting system, so you can vote with your heart as well as your head.
Also having to contend with multi-party politics, the Conservative Party, who were once Makerfield's main opposition.
Is this just a two-horse race?
It's very mixed on the doorstep, but, you know, we are getting support out there as well. You know, we're getting some good feedback, and the fact that I'm a truly local candidate is actually going down well with people. I care about this constituency, and I don't like it being used in a political game by the Labour Party. So I want to be the Member of Parliament that actually understands the local issues, that can speak credibly on behalf of the people and raise those issues in Westminster with an authentic voice and make sure that we've got the strongest possible representative working at a national level to deliver local issues.
And the Liberal Democrats say they want to inject some positivity into the race.
I'm an optimistic person. Like, I believe that politics should do good things for people. It should make people's lives easier. And I want to make sure that, yes, we are representing people who feel disenfranchised because they're being used as a political tool, but we also have to give them the answers and the solutions to how we're going to make their lives better. Things like fixing our NHS, reducing the cost of living, revitalising our high streets. Those are things that people are telling me on the doorstep they care about.
Polls open on the 18th of June in a by-election unlike any other. Voters here will set their next MP on the road to Westminster, but it's a choice that will set a new direction for the country too. Líse McNally, ITV News, Makerfield.
And a reminder that there are a total of 14 candidates standing in the Makerfield by-election. Here they all are listed in alphabetical order, and you can also find out more about them on our website. Polls open across the constituency at 7 a.m. on Thursday, the 18th of June.